This devotion is called the Teacup Story. There was a couple who frequently traveled to England to shop in its beautiful stores. They both liked antiques and pottery, especially vintage and lovely teacups. One trip was taken to celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary. On a visit to a very lovely shop, they discovered an especially beautiful cup. They asked the proprietor, "May we see that? We've never seen one quite so exquisite." As the saleslady handed the cup to them, the cup began to speak. "You don't understand," it said. "I haven't always been a teacup. There was a time when I was a dull clump of clay. My master took me and rolled me and patted me over and over, and I yelled out, 'Leave me alone!' But he only said, 'Not yet.' Then I was placed on a spinning wheel," the cup continued, "and suddenly I was spun around and around and around. 'Stop it, I'm getting dizzy,' I screamed. But the master only nodded and said, 'Not yet.' Then he put me in the oven. I have never felt such heat," the teacup said. "I wondered why he wanted to burn me. I yelled and knocked on the door. I could see him through the opening, and I could read his lips as he shook his head. 'Not yet.' Finally, the door opened and he put me on a shelf. I began to cool down. 'Whew, that's better,' I said. Then he brushed and painted me all over. The fumes were horrible. I thought I would gag. 'Stop it! Stop it!' I cried. He only nodded. 'Not yet.' Then suddenly he put me back into the oven. It was not like the first time. It was twice as hot. I feared I would suffocate, and I begged, I pleaded, I screamed, and I cried. All the time I could see him through the opening, nodding his head and saying, 'Not yet.' I felt there wasn't any hope. I would never make it. I was ready to give up. But then the door opened and he took me out and placed me on another shelf. 1 hour later, he held me up to a mirror and said, 'Look at yourself.' And I did. I said, 'That's not me. That couldn't be me. It's so beautiful. I'm beautiful.' 'I want you to remember this,' he said. 'I know it hurts to be rolled and patted, but if I had left you alone, you would have dried up into a hard lump of clay. I know it made you dizzy to spin around on the wheel, but if I had stopped, you would have crumbled. I knew it hurt and was hot and disagreeable in the oven, but if I hadn't put you there, you would have cracked. I know the fumes were bad when I brushed and painted you all over, but if I hadn't done that, you never would have hardened. You would not have had any color or beauty in your life. And if I hadn't put you into the hotter second oven, you would not have survived very long because the hardness would not have held. Now you are a finished product. You are what I had in mind when I first began to design you." The moral of this story is, God knows what he's doing for all of us. He's the potter and we are his clay. He will mold us and make us so that we may be made into a flawless piece of work to fulfill his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Jeremiah 18:1-6 says, "The word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, Arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause thee to hear my words. Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again another vessel, as seemed good to the potter to make it. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O house of Israel." came through that fire not so very long ago, and looking back I can't see why, and that my God was in trouble. But on the hottest days I cried, oh Lord, isn't it about time? But the potter knows the clay, and how much pressure it will take. How many times around till their submission to His will. Even the beautiful design, but it'll take some water and time. It's gonna be okay, 'cause the potter knows the clay. Even the beautiful design, but it'll take some fire and time. It's gonna be okay, 'cause the